Sharania has the tweet breaking down who's going where. We've got De'Aaron Fox and Jordan McLaughlin going to the Spurs. Zach LaVine, CD Sissoko, 3 first-round picks, 3 second-round picks going to the Kings. And then the Bulls get Zach Collins, Trey Jones, and Kevin Huerter, which is a lot of meh.
Okay.
But they get their own pick back. All of them. That one.
Okay, interesting. Interesting. You feel what I'm saying? Let me get my analyticity NBA talk right here. De'Aaron Fox to the Spurs is a great move for San Antonio. Get Wemby with another young player, point guard, everything like that. But Zach LaVine to the Kings with DeMar DeRozan? Am I bugging, or did DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine not just play on the Bulls?
One. They get their pick back.
Like, what? Bro, this is crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
So that's the important piece for the Chicago Bulls. Keith, I guess first and foremost, are you surprised this was a 3-team trade?
No.
I mean, yeah, but like, I don't know. Is Sacramento gonna like keep
to the Spurs? It seemed
keep
very
him?
clear there was some form of hang-up.
They might trade both Zach LaVine and DeRozan. I don't know.
Abundantly clear from the beginning.
Are they trying to rebuild?
Castle, and they really did not want to move Chris Paul or Devin Vassell in the deal either.
I like that they got Chris Paul and
have to get a third team in there, because the Kings had on their end made it clear we're not blowing up this team. Like that's not where we want to go.
So they might keep
him.
him.
We want to stay competitive. We still want to compete, and that was where you had to then. It couldn't just be a pick heavy deal. Clearly, they did okay with picks here. We'll talk about that as we get into it team by team. But Zach LaVine is the big get here for the Kings. Little bit of a weird, funky roster now in Sacramento that we can get into too. But
so weird. Like,
Bulls part of this.
Why Zach LaVine?
I mean, I guess they're leaning into tanking
future
now.
salary.
They have DeRozan.
Yeah, they took on a little bit of future money.
That's the same team.
With Zach LaVine.
Get Lonzo. Get Lonzo.
Later, here today, and they get a they get their own pick back, which frees up that protections there on that. So now if they decide, you know what, we're going to move Vooch, we're going to get into that a little bit later. We can full on tank.
Vucevic and Lakers.
I don't love the Bulls side of this. Off first glance, I think Spurs did well, and I think the Kings did well.
I think we know the Bulls have more coming. I think the Spurs did well. The Bulls, they did well, but they need to do more. The Kings, they did well, but I think they need to do more. I think you've got too many guys now on this team where their main skill set is putting the ball in the basket.
A lot of
and
scores.
That's going to be a little bit funky for them. But again, we can get into it. But I mean, let's not bury the lead here. The Spurs get De'Aaron Fox. That's the big thing here, right? The Spurs get De'Aaron Fox.
I
get up with Wemby.
Bro, that's
they
crazy.
Did not give up Stephon Castle in the deal, which I think is a pretty big win for them. On top of that, they get to hang on to Chris Paul, who they like, and so he manages to stick around in town. That's a pretty interesting guard combo. And then you got Devin Vassell as well.
And they got
Vassell there in San Antonio now with Chris Paul, with Devin Vassell already on the team, of course, and now you add De'Aaron Fox to that. This is a pretty good group here.
It's a good team.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Man, the West this year is going to be tough.
People online saying, does this mean they're going to buy out Chris Paul and waive him and all that? I don't think so.
Nah. Man, Chris Paul can teach De'Aaron Fox a lot.
Bring him off the bench. When Fox is fully ingrained and ready to go, I don't think we're going to see that. Let's do this. We'll move to the Spurs side of things, since that's where we're at. Jordan McLaughlin comes in as third point guard, just depth now, right up behind.
Hey, man, I think that's going to wrap it up, man. This trade is... Hey, we're covering the trade, bro. These trades is crazy, man. I'm not going to lie, man. Make sure you guys subscribe and turn on post notifications, because this is, like, crazy.